Hi friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from Tony Dorsett Stadium here in Hopewell Township, Beaver County, Pennsylvania, where tonight the Elwood City Wolverines are traveling down to Hopewell to play the Hopewell Vikings. Elwood City coming into tonight's game with a disappointing loss to a tough Central Valley team last week, losing the game 42-7. Hopewell comes in tonight's meeting with a record of 1-1. Week 1, they suffered a loss, 7-3 to Freedom, and Week 2 won a close game, beating Burrell 12-6. We are just a little over 2 minutes away from kickoff, where we are now having the coin toss at the center of the field. We'll go over the starting lineups for the Elwood City Wolverines. On offense, running back and wide receiver is Donovan Chambers. Number 8, running back, carrying most of the load last week, Rick Petrelli. At wide receiver, number 9, senior Luca Bottai. At quarterback, number 19, making his second varsity start, is Shane Risinger. At tight end, coming back from injury, is number 27, senior Jonathan Jefferson. At right tackle, senior, number 58, Dominic Spadafora. Handling the center position this evening is number 60, Joel Abels. Number 63, senior Jarrett Lubich, is your left guard. Playing right guard tonight is number 72, Noah Borison. And number 75, Seth Sturgeon, or senior, will be your starting left tackle. On the defense side of the ball, at cornerback, number 1, Brady Welsh. At the other cornerback position, number 3, senior Andrew O'Brien. Outside linebacker starting is number 5, Donovan Chambers. And on the opposite side is Rick Petrelli. At the safety position is number 9, Luca Bottai. Colton Cunningham will be your starting middle linebacker, with defensive tackle, number 58, Dominic Spadafora. And number 60, defensive tackle, Joe Abels. The Elwood City Wolverines are coached by Coach Nick Hand, the first-year coach for Elwood City this year. Comes in with a head coaching record of 0-1. And I know for certain Coach Hand is looking for his first career win as a head coach. Hopewell Vikings have won the toss and have elected to receive, where we'll have Elwood City kicking off this evening. Kicking off for Elwood City is number 27, Jonathan Jefferson. Beautiful night here at the stadium. The beautiful stadium here in Tony Dorsett Stadium. Beautiful stands. Nice crowd on hand trickling in slowly. Nice crowd across the way in the visitor section for the Elwood City visitors. We are seconds away from kickoff. Game 2 is now underway. Number 27, Jonathan Jefferson, flag on the play, kicking the ball out of bounds. I don't think that was the way that they wanted to start off this game this evening. Hopewell coming out for their first possession of the game, being led by quarterback Mason Colvin. And a running back is number 22, Deshaun Sanders, and you'll see we'll be calling his name a lot tonight. He's carried most of the load in our first 2 games. Number quarterback Mason, number 8, up under center. 4 wideouts. Have a stoppage in play here. Saunders under center. The quick handoff, all stacked up nicely by the Elwood City. Wait, we got a fumble on the play. Recovered by Elwood City. Wow. Big time play. I'm not sure who recovered that fumble. But the running back from Hopewell came up to the line, met by a host of Elwood City defenders. Just what Elwood City wanted to get started on this game. Ball over, Elwood City from the Vikings 36-yard line. We're going to credit Colton Cunningham on that fumble recovery. Shane Reisinger up under center. Ricky Petrelli goes in motion. Oh, there's a fumble by Elwood City. Wow, I think we got Elwood City got the ball back. Wait for a call from the official. It was recovered again by number 54, Colton Cunningham. Interesting start to the game when your lineman is involved with holding the football in the first 2 plays of the game. Loss on the play brings up a 2nd and 16. That exchange just wasn't there on that last play. Rosier now in the shotgun. Quick pass out to Bodeye. Tackled quickly, but we'll give him a pickup of 5 on the play. Bringing up a 3rd and 11. It would be nice this week to let Reisinger get a little rhythm in that passing game. Last week, the interceptions mounted up for the Wolverines. 4 interceptions, but however, on them 4, 3 of them were tipped balls. But now a 3rd and 11 from the Hopewell 42-yard line. 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Reisinger back in the shotgun. There's another quick pass out to Bodeye. Tackled quickly. Minimal gain on the play. Brought down by number 22, Sanders. That brings up a 4th down and 5 from the Hopewell 31-yard line. Elwood City on them first 2 pass plays, doing the quick outs to the right and left, finding Bodeye as a receiver. We got 5 wide outs on this 4th and 5. Reisinger back in the shotgun. Hopewell with 3 down linemen. Reisinger rolling to the right. He got taken down. Big time play by number 58 of the Hopewell Vikings, Nathan Waderick. Gets credit for the sack, but more importantly, ball over on downs. Hopewell's ball from their own 40-yard line. Hopewell coming up to the line of scrimmage. Full house backfield. Given to number 22, Deshaun Sanders. Over the left side. Pickup of 4 on the play. Bringing up a 2nd down and 6. Tackle made by Colton Cunningham, number 54. Saunders with the quick handoff. Met nicely by the right side of the Elwood City defensive line. Not much gain on that play. Looked like number 60, Joe Abels, was in there. And Colton Cunningham, once again, credit for the tackle. Bring up a 3rd and 3 from the Hopewell 47-yard line. Be nice to see the Wolverines get a stop here. Colvin back in the shotgun, rolling to his right. Finds a man downfield. A nice leaping grab by number 12, Tyler Sabo. Pickup of 13 on the play. Needed 3, got 13 for the first down. I beg your pardon, that was 18 yards. That ball's down there in the 35-yard line. Hopewell moving the ball here. First quarter, 8:54 left to go from their 35-yard line. Wolverines 35-yard line. Oh, backfield. Colton Cunningham has a nose for the ball, and he showed it on that play. Coming up from the middle linebacker position and met number 22, Saunders, in the backfield. Immediately hit. Almost got there before the handoff exchange was made. Loss of 4 in the play. Brings up a 2nd and 14. You know, Colton Cunningham, Jr., not the biggest linebacker you're going to see in the Beaver Valley Conference, but, man, he has a nose for the football, and he finds it in a hurry. Great play. Bring up a 2nd and 14. Colvin back under center. 2 wideouts to his left. Pitches out. Number 22 trying to string it out. And strung out nicely by the Elwood City defense. Ricky Petrelli was there, moving out there, and I think number 9, Luca Bodai, was there to help finish up that tackle to get Sanders out of bounds. Brings up a 3rd and 11 for Hopewell from their 36-yard line. .807 left to go, first quarter. Oh, pressure was put on. Oh, my. Number 24 from the outside edge, Rocco Sesti with the pressure. We have a flag on the play. Ball was thrown. Colton Cunningham just had a chance to get the interception on that ball. Just came up, couldn't get his hands around it. Sideline warning against the Hopewell Vikings. The umpire seemed to point toward Elwood City, but announced Hopewell. That incomplete pass brings up a 4th and 11. Vikings in a punting formation. Back to receive is number 8, Ricky Petrelli, and also back there is number 5, Donovan Chambers. Nice high kick. And that ball finds its way into the end zone for the touchback. Elwood City coming back out on the field. Sanders, to this point, the Vikings lead running back, has 5 carries for 7 yards. So we got to be happy with how the Elwood City Wolverines are handling their running back. But a few big pass plays helped that last drive. But the Wolverine defense stood up. Elwood City taking over from their own 20-yard line. Risinger under center. There's a handoff to Ricky Petrelli. Not much running room there. He went to the right and then cut back to the left, and the hole just closed up quickly. Brought down by a host of Hopewell Vikings. Ricky Petrelli led the way last week for the Wolverines with 16 carries, handling most of the workload, and because of injury found himself coming back in to play the middle linebacker position. Risinger on 2nd and 8 from the shotgun. There's a pitch to Petrelli. Got a little bit of a hole there, but he keeps them legs churning. We're going to give him a pickup of 3 on the play. Brought down by number 55, Noah Drudy. With some help by Sanders in there as well. Brings up a 3rd and 5. 6:46 left to go here in this first quarter. No score yet in the game. Risinger coming in from getting direction from the sidelines. Coach Nick Hand, Coach Rob Magnifico, Coach Tom Heckadorn over there in the sidelines. Risinger in a shotgun. Got 3 wideouts to the right. 1 back behind him. Scrambling is Risinger. Vikings blitzed on that play. Reisinger found a seam up the middle, escaped one hand tackle, slid his way forward, but just short of the first down marker. Brings up a 4th and 1, and it appears the Elwood City punt team is now entering the field. Doing the punting duties for Elwood City tonight is number 8, Rick Petrelli. Missing a man on the field. We got 4 seconds to get the play off. It is. Nice kick by Petrelli, taken by number 12. Got a bit of a hole. He's going up, running down toward the left sidelines. He's going to take it to the house. Wow. Number 12, Tyler Sabo, with, we're going to call it, close 63-yard punt return. Ran up the middle, found a seam to the left side, and took it all the way down the sidelines. Scored with 5:10 left to go in the first quarter. Hopewell Vikings 6, extra point coming. Doing the kicking for Hopewell Vikings, we have a flag on the play. We'll wait and see what the call is. The 3 phases to football: offense, defense, and special teams. And you can win or lose a game in all 3. 63-yard punt return got us to the score of 6-0. Number 6, Joshua Prager, on for the extra point attempt. And that kick is up and good. With 5:10 left to go in the first quarter, we find the score: Hopewell 7, Elwood City 0. Be back on. You got to call out your son. Illegal formation was the call on that play. It's a 5-yard penalty. Brings up a 1st and 15. Kind of a strange formation on that last play, and Wolverines got caught. 3 wide outs to the right. Reisinger in the backfield. A shotgun. Goes downfield this time. Had number 5. Donovan Chambers open underneath. Reisinger just overthrew him on that play. I think maybe Shane might have rushed that pass a little bit on that last play. That brings up a 2nd down and 15. Reisinger in the shotgun. Chambers goes in motion. Reisinger rolling to his right, trying to find somebody. Throws across. Tip drill. Oh, boy. Ball intercepted by Hopewell. Reisinger throwing across his body. Dangerous throw. Was tipped up by one of the Central Valley front man, and then intercepted by number 12, Tyler Sabo. We've mentioned his name quite a bit tonight. Ball over via the interception. Hopewell takes over from their own 36-yard line. Let's see if the Elwood City Wolverines defense can get a stop here. 3:24 left to go in this first quarter. 7-0. Hopewell. Quarterback Mason. Galvin in the shotgun. Quick handout. Elwood City defense stretching that play out nicely. But the Wolverines really did a great job stretching that play out. Number 1, Brady Walsh. Number 54, Colton Cunningham. And number 5, Donovan Chambers. Sniffed that play out as Saunders tried to sweep it to the right, but just no running lanes. Loss of 2 on the play brings up a 2nd and 12. On the sidelines for the Wolverines tonight, not dressing, number 40, Toby Kelly. I see Josh Bender over there harnessing that knee. Angelo Battaglia and number 72, Noah Borson. 22 gets the handoff. Met at the line of scrimmage. Not sure who made the tackle on that play. We'll give Storm Chambers the credit for that tackle. Pick up a 3 on the play, bring us to a 3rd and 9 from Hopewell's 37-yard line. Number 8, back to pass. There's an interception by Colton Cunningham, and he's got blockers out in front. Great play by Colton Cunningham. Back down, returning the ball down to the 15-yard line. He took the ball, intercepted right underneath in the middle, found some running lanes, took the ball back down to the 15-yard line. Big time play by Colton. Just laid back in that linebacker position. I think you can give him credit for reading the quarterback's eyes on that play, because he just waited and the ball was thrown right to him. Elwood City taking the ball over with 1:51 left to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from their 16-yard line. Wolverines find themselves in the red zone. Reisinger under center. Fades back to pass. Oh, he's ate up. He's ate up. The O-line just didn't get any blocking on that play. Number 62 was quick there in the backfield. Connor Forrest, the 6'1", 215-pound junior from Hopewell. Loss of 5 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 15. The Wolverines really need to capitalize on that turnover. Reisinger stepping up under center. Goes back to pass. Once again, taken down. That right side of the offensive line of the Wolverines is not able to stop these guys. Came in untouched. Number 12, once again, Tyler Sabo, the 6', 190-pound senior. Taken Reisinger, sacked him for a loss of 11 on the play, bringing up a 3rd and 26. Elwood City going backwards on this drive. Need to give that front line of the Vikings defense. Number 58, Nathan Waderick, just a sophomore, 5'10", 198 pounds. But from up here, he looks bigger than that. Reisinger in the backfield by himself. 5 wideouts for the Wolverines. Oh, flag on the play. Not sure what the call is. Delay a game penalty. Wow. Brings up a 3rd and 31. The Wolverines, 3 delay a game penalties last week. I'm sure they were hoping to get that resolved before tonight's game. Just 9 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Reisinger in the backfield, 3rd and 31. Reisinger going deep. Throws the ball up. It's a jump ball. Who comes down with it? Is that a catch for Luca Bodai? Luca jumps up over the other receivers and grabs that ball. Wonderful catch by number 9, Luca Bodai. Big time pickup on the play. Reisinger to Bodai of 29 yards. Not enough for the first down, but brings up a 4th and 2. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Hopewell Vikings 7, Elwood City 0. Welcome back as we start the second quarter. Elwood City with a 4th and 2 from the 8-yard line. In that first quarter, total yards, Elwood City had 30. Hopewell had 26. Defenses showed up tonight. Reisinger in the shotgun. Important play of the game, 4th and 2. That was Petrelli looking to pitch the ball out. That was Petrelli taking a shotgun snap. Rode to his left, but nowhere to run. Taken out, pushed to the sidelines. A loss on the play. Oh, wait, hold the phone. We got a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We're going to wave that flag off. Doggone. Ball over on downs. Hopewell with the big defensive stand there. Stopping Elwood City on the 8-yard line on a 4th and 2. That brings up a 1st and 10 for the Hopewell Vikings. Ball on their 7-yard line. It's a shame Elwood couldn't capitalize on that Colton Cunningham interception. We'll try it again. Well, no running room there. Calvin with the handoff to Saunders, and just nowhere to go. Wrapped up nicely immediately by number 24, Rocco Sesti, and there was plenty of Elwood pursuit following him. Loss of 1 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 11. 11:20 to go here in the 2nd quarter on a rolling clock. Calvin under center. He goes back to pass. Rolls to his right. Got a man out there, number 34. Taken down by number 9, Luca Bodai. Nice pickup on the play, and that's enough for a Hopewell Viking 1st down. That catch was made by number 24, Brian Ware. Pick up a 10 on the play, enough for the 1st down. Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Vikings from the 17-yard line. Number 22, Sanders with the carry. Over the left side. He goes just missed in the backfield by Colton Cunningham, but taken down. First hit by number 9, Luca Bodai. Following him was number 1, Brady Welsh. Donovan Chambers was in there for the stop as well. Not much yardage here in the 1st quarter. Elwood City had a net of 1 yard rushing and 29 yards passing. Hopewell 26 yards total, and I believe 18 of those came via the pass. Oh, we got a legal procedure. Got a little excited there on the right side of the Hopewell Vikings line. I believe that's Hopewell Vikings' 1st penalty of the evening. Going to back them up. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and 12, the 5-yard penalty, knocking him back to the 15-yard line. Good to see number 27, Johnny Jefferson, back out there after missing last week on a defensive end position. Delayed handoff hit quickly by number 5, Donovan Chambers. Slowed him down enough, tripped him up. Pick up, we're going to call it 3 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 12. Big play here for the Wolverine defense. Be nice to play the field position game and have the Vikings have to punt from back here. Calvin, shotgun. Batted down nicely by number 58, Dominic Spadafora. Great play by Dom. Came in there, had his hands up in the air, was trying to do a little dump pass, and just wasn't there. Intended receiver was down on the field as he got the ball, Colton Cunningham was there to meet him. Gave him a pretty good lick. He went down pretty fast. We're thinking here in the press box, it's number 22, Deshaun Sanders. One of the lead running backs for the Vikings. Finds himself back on his feet. Seems to be grimacing toward that left shoulder arm of his. Took a pretty good hit. Coming on the sidelines, moving that arm around. That incomplete pass brings up a 4th down and 9 for the Vikings from their 17-yard line. Back to punt. And back to receive is number 8, Ricky Petrelli. Yep, man is Brady Welsh. Got a delay in the action here. All right, we're back to game on. With the punt. High punt. Not real long. Called for the fair catch by number 1, Brady Welsh. Nice field position for the Wolverines here to start off this drive. They're going to start it off from their 40-yard line in Viking territory. Elwood City offense just not really able to find its wheels tonight up to this point. One long pass play to Luca Bodai. We find the running game being minimal. Ten rushes for the Elwood City Wolverines for -9 yards. Rosinger under center. There's a handoff to Petrelli. Met nicely by number 34 up front, but spun around. Pick up on the play. The positive yardage. We're going to give Ricky a pickup of 4 on that play. Bring up a 2nd down and 6. Rosinger back in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Ricky Petrelli up over center. Nice pickup of the gain, short of the line of gain for the 1st down. It brings up a 3rd and 1. Pick up a 5 on the play for Petrelli. Want to give a shout out to Rick Petrelli's grandmother. She wasn't able to make it down to the game tonight, but I understand she was out there listening. So hope you're enjoying watching your grandson. He's working hard down there. What yards he is getting are tough ones. We have a timeout on the field. Timeout taken by Hopewell. That's their first of the half. With 7:56 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Hopewell 7, visiting Elwood City Wolverines 0. Elwood City back on a 3rd and 1. Big play here for the Elwood City Wolverines to keep this drive going. 3rd and 1 from the 31-yard line. Petrelli in the backfield. Rosinger under center. Oh, we had movement up front. Doggone. That takes that to a 3rd and 6 for the Wolverines. That false start penalty costing the Wolverines 5 yards. Big difference between a 3rd and 1 and a 3rd and 6. That's what we find ourselves at right now. Elwood City tonight has 3 penalties for 15 yards. It don't sound like a lot, but the timing of some of them penalties is key. Rosier in the shotgun. Quick handoff to Petrelli. He's got a seam. Can he roll forward, turning them legs? He's got the first down. Nice run by Ricky Petrelli over the right side, following that block by Dominic Spatafora, and just rolled himself forward, actually rolling over a couple of the Hopewell Vikings. Enough for the first down. That'll be the 2nd first down for the Wolverines tonight. Pickup of 7 on the play. Needed 6, got 7. Ball on the Vikings' 29-yard line. Rosinger so far tonight is 3 for 5. Unfortunately, 1 interception for 40 yards. We have a timeout on the field. Something out there Coach Han and Coach Magnifico didn't like to see. Timeout Elwood City. That's their first one of the half. With 7:24 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Hopewell leading 7-0. I'm going to keep talking. Want to give a shout out to some of the booster parents each Thursday night during the season. The Elwood City football boosters serve and feed the players, and they make a lot of food. Got 44 players on the roster and the coaches, and they all come over. Last night, Debbie Bodeye led the way with her meatballs and sauce, and Chris Confer, Carol Petrelli, and a host of desserts. And you want to see a table of desserts go fast, just put 44 high school football players in front of it. So Elwood City football boosters want to thank the parents for their continued support. Bring up a 1st and 10 from the 29. Rosinger in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. There's a handoff to Petrelli. Had a seam there just for a second, then pushed backwards. Positive gain on the play. They're going to give him 3 yards. Bring up a 2nd and 7. Got past the first wave of D linemen, but the Viking middle linebackers were there to meet him, led by number 3, Alec Pfeiffer. Senior, 5'11", 155 pounds. That was a pickup of 2 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 8. Rosinger back in the shotgun. Awaits the snap. Ball was fumbled snap. Rosinger trying to get away, just taken down for the loss. That ball was fumbled as Rosinger tried to pick it up. He rolled to his right. There was a bunch of Vikings there to meet him. Leading the charge was number 55, Noah Drudy. 6'4", 250 pounds. Loss on the play of 5. I'm sorry, a loss of 8 on the play. Bringing up a 3rd and 15. Elwood City from the 30. Hopewell 34-yard line. The front line of the offensive line for Elwood just not getting Petrelli and Rosinger much time in the backfield. Rosinger back to pass. Rolling to his left. Finds his way out of bounds. We're going to give him a pickup of 5 on the play. Reiser, really good coverage down the field. Reiser just couldn't find anybody open to get the ball thrown to. Rolled out to his left. Positive yardage on the play. But still bringing up a 4th and 11 from the 30-yard line. Wolverines appearing to go for it. They're 0 for 1 on 4th down conversion so far this evening. 4th and 11, Reisinger in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to his right, 3 to his left. He's got some room to run. Can he get... Oh, dives forward. He took a pretty good hit diving forward. Appeared to fumble the ball as he was diving, but the ball was recovered by number 24, Rocco Sesti. But Reisinger is down on the play, slow to get up. Tried to get himself back up. Finds himself back down again. Training staff of the Elwood City Wolverines out on the field right now. If he would have held on to the ball, I think he would have had enough for the first down, but as he dove, the Viking defender stripped him of the ball. Fallen on by number 24, Rocco Sesti. Dominic Spatafora was there as well. We have a timeout, injury timeout on the field. Anyway, Reisinger taken off the field by his own power. We'll keep an eye on that, see how he does. Ball over on downs. Wow, Elwood City defense snuffed that ball out pretty good. Number 12, Tyler Sabo, running to his left. Nowhere to run. We do have a flag on the play. No gain on the play, but let's see where the penalty falls. As our referees, we have a holding on Hopewell. Holding on that play. Going to knock that ball back 10 yards. Bringing up a 1st and 20 from the Hopewell 13-yard line. 5:21 left to go here on a rolling clock in this second quarter. Not much offense to speak of here. A real defense showing here tonight by both teams. Only score tonight, 63-yard punt return by Tyler Sabo of the Vikings. Mason, misdirection, taken down. Nice play by number 58 in the backfield to disrupt everything. Number 5, Donovan Chambers, up to clean up the play to make the stop. Some misdirection tried by the Vikings on that play. One of the first times we've seen that tonight. But the Wolverines seem to be ready for that. Was in the backfield to meet him. Loss of 2 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 22. Second and 22. Elwood City defense needing to get a stop here. Calvin in the shotgun. Number 22 to his right. He gets the snap. He surveys downfield. He has time to throw. Ball taken up. Oh, caught nicely. 2 Elwood City defenders there. Kind of a jump ball up in the air. Calvin thrown downfield. Caught was made by number 12, Tyler Sabo. Really all over the field tonight. Leaped up to the highest point. Made that catch. 21-yard gain on the play. Not enough for the first down. That brings up a 3rd and 1 from the Vikings 32-yard line. Checking into the game for the Vikings, number 34, Garrett Nickel. Vikings up to the line. Calvin up under center on this play on the 3rd and 1. Defense in tight. 3rd and 1. He stopped. He is stopped in the backfield for a loss. Elwood City defensive line really was up through there, disrupted by number 58, and then taken down by number 5, Donovan Chambers. But that charge was led by Joel Abels. Great play by the front of the Elwood City defensive line. Bring up a 4th down and 1. Hopewell out in punt formation. Back to receive is number 5, Donovan Chambers, with the punt. Nice punt taken by Donovan at the 38-yard line. Nice return. If he could have got one more step, it would have been a whole lot more. Took the ball at the 36-yard line. Returned that ball right up to midfield. 14. We'll give him 14 yards on that return by Donovan. Elwood City taking over just right at the midfield 50-yard line. Two minutes and 31 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Want to give a shout out to that starting line. Number 58, Donovan Spadafora. Number 54, Colton Cunningham, in for the injured Noah Borson. Seth Sturgeon on the other side. Jared Lubich. Rosinger back to pass. He's got a man down there. Oh, just out of the outreached arms of Donovan Chambers, number 5. He had a step on number 84 of the Vikings. Ball just slightly overthrown. That brings the clock to a stop on the incomplete pass. We're now at 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Elwood City, 2 timeouts left to go in this half, as does Hopewell. Brings up a 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. Rosinger up under center. Pretty tight formation on this play. One wide out to the left. Ricky goes in motion. There's a handoff. Positive yardage there by number 44, Storm Chambers. One of the first runs tonight for Storm. Positive yardage. Pickup of 6 on the play. Brought down by number 56, Paul Dudash. Brings up a 3rd down and 4, and we're going to have an Elwood City Wolverine timeout. They want to talk about this. I'm sure they would love to get a score here going into halftime. Just down 7-0. Two minutes to go. We'll have all the halftime stats up to this point in the game at halftime. So please stay here with us for our halftime presentation. And as always, we will quiet down in here and let you enjoy the Elwood City Blue Band. We got a 3rd and 4 here. Yes. Elwood City coming back out after the timeout on a 3rd and 4. Rosinger in the shotgun. Mando's left, Mando's right. Petrelli in the backfield. We got a little trickery going on here, and Hopewell saw it coming all the way. On a 3rd and 4 play, they tried to get cute. Pitch to Petrelli, pitch to Chambers, and he was met in the backfield. Backside pressure was just too much. Loss on the play, we're going to call it close to 9 yards. Brings out the punt team for the Wolverines with 1:32 left to go here. Elwood City punting from their 47-yard line. Back to punt is Petrelli. Number 22, And number 12, Tyler Sabo back there. Nice punt. Nice punt by Percelli. Ball went out of bounds. Didn't want to give Sabo another chance at it. We're going to call that punt a net of 35 yards, pinning the Vikings back inside their 10-yard line with 1 minute and 7 seconds to go here in the half. Golden back to pass. That ball is incomplete. Almost intercepted. As the quarterback rolled out to his right, had a whole line of receivers downfield. On the play was number 1, Brady Welsh. Got his fingers on it. Would not let the Viking receiver get to the ball. Diving attempt by Brady. Just came up a little bit short. That's a 2nd and 10 now for the Vikings. Calvin back under center. Elwood City bringing men up to the line. Almost like they're showing a little blitz. We got a stoppage in play. We got a timeout by Hopewell. Their 2nd of the half. With 1 remaining. Saw something out there they wanted to talk about. 2nd and 10. That would work. Coming back from the timeout, we got a 2nd and 10. Just under a minute to go here in the half. Sanders under center. Very tight formation. Just tries rolling forward. Basically no gain on the play. Almost appears that we are in kill the clock mode by the Vikings. 35 seconds left to go here in the half. Vikings seem to be in no hurry at all. Just to be content going into the halftime with this 7-0 lead. Sanders up under center. Diving forward. Brought down by number 54, Colton Cunningham. We see Joe Abels. And that brings us to the end of the 2nd quarter, the end of our 1st half, with the Hopewell Vikings 7, Elwood City 0. We're going to take a short break. Please sit back and enjoy our Lincoln High School Blue Band. Immediately following that, we will have all the halftime stats, local scores, and any other information that we could pass on to you. Enjoy the halftime show.
I'll do it right at the beginning of it.
Oh, yeah.
We hope you enjoyed the Lincoln High School Blue Band. Always put on a great show. It's kind of fun when you sit up here in the press box and you have other schools sit up here and tell you how great their band is. Under the direction of Dr. Lee Caldwell and Justin Miller, assisted by Janelle Fox. Choreography down there on the field was by Emily Toland and Emily Brown, assisted by Tyler Westfall. Our drum majorettes under the field leadership of Caitlin Cole and Chloe Fox. Congratulations, and always nice to see our blue band showing up for Elwood City. Going to go over some halftime stats here for you this evening. The score 7-0. Not much offense to speak of on both sides of the ball. First downs, Elwood City had 2 in that first half to match Hopewell's 2. Rushing, Elwood City, 19 rushes for 10 yards. If you want to do quick math, that's less than 1 yard per carry. Hopewell was 14 rushes for a total of 14 yards. In the passing game, passing Elwood City, Shane Reisner throwing all the balls, was 3 for 6 for 40 yards. And on Hopewell's side, Mason Calvin was 3 for 7 for a total of 50 yards. Total offense in that first half. Elwood City finds themselves sitting at 50 yards. Hopewell at 64. Turnovers tonight. Elwood City with 1 turnover.
1 to 2.
And with Hopewell's 2. Time of possession very well evenly matched. Elwood City had the ball for 12 minutes and 58 seconds to Hopewell's 11 minutes and 2 seconds. Individual stats. Ricky Petrelli, leading, being the workhorse this evening for Elwood City, has 10 carries for 30 yards. Storm Chambers had 1 run for 6 yards. And Donovan Chambers just had 1 yard for -9 yards on that trick play that they tried to run there at the end of the first half. Shane Reisinger had 7 rushes for a -17 yards. I would make a note in those -17 yards, you could interpret them as sacks. A lot of them were not designed run plays. Shane not getting a lot of time back there, and when he was trying to roll out, just couldn't get any momentum. Passing for Elwood City, Shane Reisinger was 3 for 6 for 40 yards, but had 1 interception. Leading receivers for Elwood City tonight with all 3 of their catches was Luca Bodai for 40 yards, one of them long being a 39-yard catch. Really nice catch. If you get a chance to rewatch the game again, please take a look at that. Nice catch by Luca on that play. Hopewell, Deshaun Sanders had 13 rushes for 16 yards, and Tyler Sabo had 1 rush for -2. On the passing, Mason Calvin was 3 for 7 for 50 yards with 1 interception. Receiving, Tyler Sabo had 2 receptions for 39 yards, and Garrett Nickel had 1 reception for 11 yards. So as you can hear them through the stats, not a whole lot of offense in that first half. Both defensive lines on both sides of the ball playing really well, really aggressive. If you sit up here and watch, you just think that the defensive fronts were just getting off the ball so much faster than what they had on the offensive side. Going to give you some halftime scores from our surrounding areas. Central Valley handling Elizabeth Forward quite well, 28-0. We have Union leading Northgate 13-0. I don't know if we're quite at halftime yet, but Beaver is leading Aliquippa 7-0. That Beaver score was on a 76-yard pick 6 by Tyler Wallace. Going to be fun to keep an eye on that game as the evening progresses. Quaker Valley continuing their winning ways, leading Neshannock 13-6. At halftime, just up the road here, Apollo Ridge is beating Beaver Falls 14-7. Other Lawrence County action, Mohawk has 18 to Cardinal Rural North Catholic, CWNC. That's Mohawk 18, CWNC 14. At halftime, we find Freedom leading New Brighton 7-0. Highlands is defeating Newcastle 13-7. And Riverside is defeating Laurel 28-0. And I don't even think we were in halftime yet on that game. 28-0. Our neighbors, Riverside 28 to Laurel 0. We got 4 minutes to go till the start of the third quarter. If you're watching the screen, you see that the Hopewell Vikings band is out there playing now. Got a little Throwback Journey playing in the background for us here tonight.
Might as well.
Where are they playing tonight? I don't even know.
It's a Steelers game this week.
If you're interested, still following the Pirates. Had a couple people come off the DL tonight. Gregory Polanco was activated after a long stint on the DL, and Adam Frazier finds himself back from the Lower body injury. I failed to mention who the umpires, referees, and linesmen were at the start of the game. Tonight's force hails from the great state of West Virginia. For some reason, WPIAL couldn't find enough referees, so we welcome our friends from the South, West Virginia, to come up and do the duties for tonight's game. Our referee is Dave Opanowski. Umpire is Nick Figurelli. Head linesman Chaz Simone. Line judge Steve Ward. Side judge Phil Vasco. And field judge is Junior Scott. We're soon getting ready for the start of our third quarter. I don't really pretend to know what coaches talk about in the locker rooms, but you would think that Nick Hand would want to go in there, and you would have to be impressed with some of the physical play of the Elwood City Wolverines tonight, but just really have not gotten any momentum at all on the offensive side of the ball. Just the one turnover in the half, tip ball interception. Rising was trying to throw across his body and find a man, but just too many negative plays, whether it be the run or trying to pass and getting sacked. Rising are just not getting a whole lot of time back there when he does go back to pass. What passes have been effective, but not a whole lot of yardage. Who's that? I know, I was trying to. I'm afraid so. O'Brien. We just saw one of the Elwood City players be carted back onto the field. We're trying to get a feel for who that is. Couldn't get a number view. He's got his jersey off, and that is Shane Reisinger. I see him talking to his dad there in the sidelines. Unfortunately, it appears we need to get confirmation on that. Yep, you're right. Yep, you're right. We'll keep you updated on that. If you remember back, Reisinger, during the end of that second quarter, was trying to dive for a first down, and he came up short on the play and fell awkwardly after he was hit. It has been confirmed that Shane Reisinger is now out of the game due to injury. So tough break there for the Wolverines offense. Appears that Ryan Gibbons, number 14, warming up on the sidelines, the 5'9", 160-pound freshman, will be doing the quarterbacking here into our third quarter. Clock winding down here as we're getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Elwood City will be receiving the kick. So they'll have the ball first here as we start the third quarter. Beautiful night here for football. Almost more of an October, late fall kind of feel. Little chill in the air. Beautiful stadium here. Down here in Hopewell Township. Wonderful concession stands. This beautiful stadium. Back to receive for the Wolverines will be number 8, Ricky Petrelli, and number 5, Donovan Chambers. Kicker is number 10, Samantha Highsong. They tell me that she goes by Sam for short. With the run up, kick out, not a real far kick, taken by one of the up men, turning his legs forward, was number 5, Donovan Chambers. Nice return of, we'll call it 15 yards on the play, bringing the ball up to the Hopewell Elwood City 49-yard line. It's a nice field position for the start of the Wolverines in this third quarter. Under center is number 3, Andrew O'Brien. Andrew, a senior, did some quarterbacking duties last year. Nice run by Ricky Petrelli. Great pursuit over that left side. Nice blocking. Number 8, Ricky Petrelli, taking the handoff, rolling to that left side, stood up nicely, takes the ball down to the the Viking 33-yard line. Pickup of 18 on the play. Brings up a first down. Nice way to come out here for the Wolverines in this first quarter. Brings up a 1st and 10 from the Vikings 31-yard line. O'Brien under center. Sends Bodeye in motion. He's trying to run around that right side. Dives, slips out of tackle. One would-be tackler. Falls his way forward. To the 26-yard line. Tackle made over there by number 34, Garrett Nickel. Pick up a 4 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 4 from the Vikings 27-yard line. Senior O'Brien under center. Pitches out. High pitch, but taken in nicely by Chambers. But he's hit for a loss. I think just messed up the timing on that pitch, on that play. Loss of 4 on the play, I'm thinking. Brings up a 3rd and 7. O'Brien got some playing time last year. If you remember back to the Riverside game, he came in when the quarterback back then was injured and did a nice job. I know he did a lot of quarterbacking down in JV, so he is new to the game tonight as quarterback, but has had some experience. There's a handoff there to Petrelli. Inside running, hard running by Petrelli. Got a little bit of a crease. Found his way for a pickup of 5. That brings up a 4th down and 3. Elwood City appearing to be going for it on this 4th down from the huddle. O'Brien getting the calls from the sidelines. It could be a big play here for the Wolverines to start off this 3rd quarter to come out. 4th and 3. O'Brien up under center. Stacked up. Petrelli tried to run over that right side, the strong side. They had an extra tight end over there on that play. Just could find no running room. The linebackers really almost appeared to have a run blitz kind of defense on. Met Petrelli for no gain. Ball over on downs. 1st and 10 for the Vikings from their 24-yard line. They gave Petrelli a gain on 1 on that play, but he needed 7. Elwood City defense back out on the field. Mason Colvin up under center. Gives the quick handoff. Stopped nicely by the Wolverines left side of the defensive line. Appears at number 60, Joe Abels was in there to stop number 34, Garrett Nickel, on the run. They're going to give him a pickup of 3 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 7, 8:54 to go here on a rolling clock in the 3rd quarter. Hopewell leading 7-0. You just get the feeling in this game that the next score could really impact the outcome of this game. Not much offense by either team. There was a blitz up the middle by Petrelli. He missed the man, but it made the quarterback, Calvin, roll out to his left. Couldn't find anybody. Stopped there by number 5, Donovan Chambers. Nice play by Bodie coming up from that cornerback position. Really went into the backfield untouched, but could not catch the elusive Colvin. Hopewell back up to the line of scrimmage on a 3rd and 2. Colvin up under center with the quick pitch, and the running back dove forward. Going to depend on the spot. I think that spot's enough for a Hopewell 1st down. Nice 3-yard pickup there by number 12, Tyler Sabo. Brought down by Donovan Chambers, and number 58, Dominic Spatafora, was in there as well. 1st down. Enough yards for the 1st down for Hopewell Vikings from their 35-yard line. Handoff once again to number 32. Cuts to the outside. Finds himself some nice running room over. We do have a flag on the play. We're looking like, I think that ball's coming back. There was an illegal block in the back there. Nice run by Sanders, but it's going to be negated by the block in the back. That's going to replay that 1st down. And that ball is going to be spotted at the 30-yard line. Bringing up a 1st and 15 for the Hopewell Vikings. I believe that's just their third penalty here of the game. Colvin under center with the handoff in the backfield. Met nicely there by number 24, Rocco Sesti. Got at the man, spun him around, waited for help, and he got it. Pick up a 5 on the play by number 22, Deshaun Sanders on the run. Bringing up a 2nd and 10. Nice play by Sesti there. He was kind of out there all alone. Made the tackle. Kept the gain to 5. Could have been a lot more. Colvin up under center. 2 wideouts to his left. Got the handoff. Oh, nice takedown. Was stopped by an arm tackle there in the backfield. We're going to give number 54, Colton Cunningham, credit for getting in there on that. Kept that gain to just 2 yards. Ricky Petrelli was in there too on that stop. As you sit up here in the press box, you just have to be impressed by Colton Cunningham. Really has a nose for that ball. And getting in there, meeting some of these running backs at the line of scrimmage, holding the gain to minimal. Brings up a 3rd and 8. Vikings having the ball on their 37-yard line. Nicely get a stop here. Colvin under center. He's back to pass. Rolling out. Trying to find a hole. We got another penalty on that play. Colvin rolling out to his right on that play. There was backside pressure by Chambers, Storm Chambers that is. He tried to roll right and tried to cut it up in the middle, but Dominic Spadafora and Joe Abels were there to meet him to keep that to really just a couple yard gain on the play. But let's see what the penalty is. Was that a holding? That was a holding penalty. The Wolverines are going to decline that penalty to bring up a 4th and 8. Once again, if you're just tuning in, Shane Reisinger, the starting quarterback for the Wolverines, has not returned to play here. He's on street clothes on the sidelines. Hope everything's all right with Shane. Petrelli calling for the fair catch, catching the ball at the 35-yard line. So with 5:48 to go here in the 3rd quarter, Elwood City will take over from their own 35-yard line. Back to the game here with 5:48 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Andrew O'Brien in the shotgun, taking the ball. He's passing deep. He's going deep. He's got his man down there. There's the big play we've been looking for. Luca Bodai. Touchdown, Elwood City. A 65-yard pass play from Andrew O'Brien down to Luca Bodai. Luca got a step on his man and just kept going. Beautifully thrown ball by O'Brien. Great play, 65 yards, just what the Elwood City Wolverines needed. You get a sputtering offense, and then you get a big play like that. Got to give credit to that front line of Elwood City for giving O'Brien enough time to stand there in the pocket and find Bodai streaking down the left sidelines. Elwood City now on for the extra point. Johnny Jefferson, the straight-on kicker. O'Brien with the hold. Ball's put down, up, and that ball is wide left. Wide left by the kick from Johnny Jefferson. The snap looked good, the hold looked good. Just kicked it to the left side of that goalpost. So with 5:39 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, Hopewell Vikings 7, the visiting Elwood City Wolverines 6. That scoring drive for Elwood City, 1 play, 65 yards with a touchdown. Folks, don't forget about next week. The Elwood City Wolverines will be home to the Beaver Falls Tigers. Hope to see you there. It's going to be cheer night at Elwood City. So any cheerleader will have their pom-poms and down on the sidelines. It's a fun sight to see all the young cheerleaders and all the way up to the varsity level. We're coming up to kickoff here. Elwood City kicking off. Johnny Jefferson. We got Colton Cunningham, Brady Welsh, Seth Sturgeon, Lubich out there. And there's Jefferson with the kick. Line drive kick. You're taken at the 10-yard line. Met nicely there. Slowed down by Colton Cunningham. Colton Cunningham had first hit on that. Slowed the guy up. And the Elwood City kick return team was there. Swarmed by a host of Elwood City Wolverines. Hopefully some momentum switch here for the Wolverines on the long pass play. Vikings coming out. They huddled on the sidelines, find themselves going over. Different quarterback in here right now. Number 12, Tyler Sabo with a direct straight up draw run. There's a fumble on that play, and they called him down. Sabo was down, swarmed on that play. Number 24, Rocco Sesti, really showing some patience there in a couple different plays tonight. Staying at home where he needs to be and ready to meet the oncoming pursuit. Pick up a 4 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 6. We do have the luxury of seeing some replay up here in the press box, and Sabo was down. Knee was down before that ball did come out on that last play. Colvin back under center with the hand up, met in the backfield. Great pursuit by number 8, Ricky Petrelli and Donovan Chambers, meeting the number 22, Sanders, in the backfield. Loss of. We're going to give him no gain on that play. Maybe a bit of a generous spot if you're an Elwood City fan. Bring up a 3rd and 6. 4:19. Third quarter flying by here. Saunders in the backfield. Rolls out to his right. The pass to number 22, Sanders. Taken down nicely. He was slowed up again by Donovan Chambers, but you have to be impressed with the pursuit of the Elwood City Wolverines to the ball. Slowed up there, and Johnny Jefferson and Petrelli was there to clean things up. Chambers just acting like a wild man out there on defense. Coming out in this third quarter, really having a nose for that ball. Punting formation now for the Vikings. Back to receive is Petrelli. Petrelli takes the ball to 35, running with a head of steam. Got some blockers out front, still on his feet. Nice return back to the 46-yard line of Hopewell. We're going to give him credit for 24 yards on that punt return. Elwood City taking over. Ball on the 48-yard line of the Hopewell Vikings. Said the broadcast is spinning, loading for 15 minutes. First and 10. O'Brien under center with a handoff. That's Storm Chambers on the carry. Falling forward. Nice pickup on the play. Made something out of nothing on there. Pickup of 4 on the play. Bringing up a 2nd and 6. Second and 6 from the for Elwood City. Ball on the Vikings 44-yard line. O'Brien up under center, wide out to his left, wide out to his right. Quick pass out there to Bodeye.
Come on, baby.
There you go. Nice pickup on the play. Got enough for the first down. Pickup of a kind of a quick pass. Soft coverage by the Vikings out there with Bodeye. Maybe a little bit afraid that he would try to go deep again. Quick stop route. Bodeye stopped. And probably, we're going to call him about 5 yards after the catch. Timeout on the field. Hopewell Vikings charged with their first timeout of the half. With 2:32 left to go here in the third quarter. Hopewell 7, visiting Elwood City 6. Coming back here, Elwood City appearing to have some momentum. Got first down, 1st and 10 from our 35-yard line. 3 wideouts to the right. O'Brien with the pitch to Petrelli. He's got some blocking out front there. Man misses him. Nice run by Petrelli. Nice run. Rolling out to that right side. Had a line of blockers out in front of him. Colton Cunningham with a key block. We're going to give that a pickup.
New ownership, they came in and everybody got offered a buyout.
Wait 1 second here. Pick up a 13 on the play. Yeah, we have a flag on the play. We got block in the back. Waiting to see what the flag is here on the sidelines.
Somewhere, not here.
Waiting to hear what the call is. Illegal block in the back by Elwood City.
Yep, we see some good stuff.
That negates that 10-yard run by Petrelli. That's going to bring, stepping it off now. That's a spot foul. That's going to bring up but we have 2 flags on the play. They're going to march that off again. I beg your pardon here. We're just trying to figure things out. We had a personal foul on Hopewell, marching them 15 yards back. And that gives Elwood City another first down. It's a huge play there. What appeared to be a nice run by Petrelli. Got the flag for the block in the back. The personal foul after the play, giving Elwood City the ball on the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. O'Brien up under center. Rolling out to his left. Got some blocking out front there. O'Brien, nice run. Nice run by O'Brien. He had the wide receiver Bodeye. Got to give Petrelli. Give him credit for getting some blocking done downfield. Blocking there by Storm Chambers. And O'Brien just outran the defense. Pickup of 14 on the play. Bring up a 1st and 10 for the Wolverines from the 10-yard line. We're going to make it 1st and goal. Okay. We got 1st and goal for the Wolverines from the 10-yard line. Really got some momentum here on this drive. O'Brien under center. Now he's back in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Oh, low snap. Designed run, I do believe. O'Brien trying to run up through the middle after he got the ball. Going to give him a pickup of 2 on the play, bring up a 2nd down and 8 with 1:55 on a rolling clock here left to go in the first quarter. Elwood City on this drive starting from their 48-yard line. And some nice runs by Petrelli. And a couple quick pass plays that netted positive yardage. O'Brien under center. He's rolling out. Needs to throw that ball away. And he does. And he does. Good heads-up play there. O'Brien rolling to his right. Had instant pursuit by the Hopewell Vikings. As he made his way to the sidelines, just threw the ball in the direction of Storm Chambers out of bounds. Big play here. So we're coming up to 3rd and 8. From the 8-yard line. They cannot get a first down. O'Brien coming in for the injured Shane Reisinger. Finds himself in a shotgun formation. 3 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. O'Brien back there all by himself. We're going to call a timeout. Something down there, Coach Nick Hand, knowing how big this play is, opted for their timeout. That is Elwood City's first timeout of the half with 2 remaining. We got 1:17 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Elwood City driving down 7-6. Coming back from that Elwood City timeout. 3rd and 8. Ball on the 8-yard line. Going to be interesting to see what they drew up on the sidelines there at that timeout. Once again, 3 wide outs to the right. Got Petrelli, Chambers, Storm Chambers, O'Brien in the backfield, awaiting the snap. Hopewell crowd getting fired up, knowing the importance of this play. There's the pass. He's got his man wide open. Donovan Chambers for the touchdown. Wow, what a play. The wideouts is not enough. People in the Hopewell's backfield to stop Donovan Chambers. 8-yard pass play. O'Brien to Chambers. That's good for an Elwood City touchdown. Didn't need much time for O'Brien to get rid of that ball. Chambers just kind of laid back a little bit from the other wide receivers, and they just kind of cleared things out for him underneath on that play. Great play. Just remember, folks, you can watch this game again anytime on www.ecwolverines.com. Click on the W Zone, and there you'll see tonight's game to see the great plays like that. Elwood City, first lead of the year. Leading 12-7, appearing to go for 2 on this play. O'Brien gets the ball. Quick throw. Oh, just through. Oh, we got a personal foul. We're going to get called a late hit here on number 55 from Hopewell. He really hit him after the fact. Threw him to the ground. Just unnecessary. Unnecessary. Going back to the pass play, just didn't look like Bodeye and O'Brien were on the same page. O'Brien Bodeye kind of cutting to the outside, and I think thought it was coming in. Nonetheless, Elwood City with the lead with 1 minute, 12 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Elwood City leading 12-7. Elwood City coming out on that last drive. Elwood City on that last drive, taking the ball in Viking territory from the 47-yard line, and several pass plays on the drive, but a couple penalties on the play during that drive. A block in the back by Elwood City, but however, after that play was dead, there was a personal foul, giving Elwood City a first down and 10. We're going to try that again. I was thinking that's what the rule book said you would do when you get a personal foul on that last play of the two-point conversion. So Elwood City, half the distance to goal, so they'll be taking over, trying for the two-point conversion from the 1.5-yard line. O'Brien up under center. Pretty tight formation here for the Wolverines. Petrelli in the backfield, going for the two-point conversion. Hand off to Petrelli over the left side. He's got a push, and he's into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Great push by that left side of that Elwood City line. You had Seth Sturgeon, you had Lubitsch in there, you had Joe Abels following behind. Petrelli falling forward, just needing that 1.5 yards to get that two-point conversion. That gives a score 14-7 Elwood City. They might be really glad they got that two-point conversion as the game moves into the fourth quarter. Things might be getting a little chippy down there. Some jawing going on back and forth, and I know that always goes on, but when you can see it from the press box, you know it's pretty serious.
14-7 out of Hopewell over Beaver.
We're back to Elwood City kicking off. Johnny Jefferson with the run-up. Almost a pooch kick taken at the 27-yard line. Spins away from one. Pushing the pile forward. Going to be a nice start for field position for Hopewell from the 42-yard line. Number one, Brady Welsh in on the tackle. We're going to give Seth Sturgeon for credit for getting in there, too, on that play. Elwood City defense. Offense got some momentum going. Now we just need the defense to step up again. Other scores around the area. Aliquippa 14, Beaver 7. Colvin under center. Handoff to number 22. Oh, stop there. Hit right at the line of scrimmage by number 54. But Deshaun Sanders was able to drive himself forward and fall forward. We're going to give him a pickup of 5 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 5. 2nd down and 5. We got someone down on the field. That's Joel Abels. Joel's a real workhorse. He starts on both sides of the ball, both offense and defense, and you'll find him out there on kick return team. The 3-year Letterman senior really grimacing at that lower right leg. Other scores around the area. Mercy me. We got Riverside. Mercy and Laurel 35-0. Quaker Valley is leading 21-6 over Neshannock. Derry, a future opponent of Elwood City.
27, York 8.
Derry 27, York 8. Pirates are down 1-0. Joel, they started bringing the cart on the side of the field. Joel wasn't going to have nothing to do with that. Found himself to his feet. really favoring that right leg. Not really bending that knee very much as he walks off the field. In for him is number 75, Seth Sturgeon. Senior lineman. Boy, Joel just getting off the field. Really wanting to try to get his way to the sidelines. We're back to action here. 2nd and 5 for the Vikings. Oh, quick handoff. Oh, man, was he licked. Not after a 7-yard gain, but who came up and made that hit? I think that was number 8, Ricky Petrelli. No, we're going to give someone else credit for that because he came in from the cornerback position. Nice hit by number 3, Andrew O'Brien, our starting quarterback. Now we see him at starting cornerback. That was enough for a first down for Hopewell. Ball on the 46-yard line. Taken by number 22, Deshaun Sanders. Really driving his way forward. What have we got here? Now he's marked down. Was stopped momentarily. Trying to figure out what's happening here. We thought that he had stopped. Was stopped on the play. The referees and umpires, line judge called him down at the 38-yard line. That brings us to the end of the third quarter, with the Elwood City Wolverines leading 14, Hopewell 7. Coming back to the game, we got a 2nd and 2 for Hopewell from the Elwood City 38-yard line. Got that starting front right now of Dominic Spadafora, Storm Chambers, Seth Sturgeon, and Johnny Jefferson. Colvin under center, handoff. Nice play by Ricky Petrelli. Grandma Petrelli, if you're listening and watching at home, you got to love that. Number 8, Ricky Petrelli, coming from the left side with the backside pursuit, taking down Deshaun Sanders. That's a loss on the play of 3, bringing up a 3rd down and 5 from the Elwood City 41-yard line. Need a big stop here by Elwood City. They can keep Hopewell's offense off the field. Could be their best defense right now. Lining up. Colvin in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Pursuit. Oh, he's got a man wide open. That's busted coverage. Number 9 into the end zone. Michael Kovacic for the 41-yard pass play. Number 3, Andrew O'Brien, cheating up a little bit, and the receiver was able to get behind him. He was wide open by 5 yards, just laid the ball up there. Pretty easy catch and go for the Hopewell. That brings us to score to 14-13, 11:06. What a turn of events here. Elwood City getting some defensive stops, but not enough on that 3rd and 5. Now on with the kick. Samantha Hysong. That was blocked. Great play. That was great. That kick was blocked. We're going to try to figure out who it did, but huge step up for the Elwood City special teams. That was That was number 9, Luca Bodai, coming off the right side of the line, and he blocked it easy. He made it look easy. The ball all but hit him in the chest. Unblocked, Luca Bodai in. Big play. Circle that, folks. That might be a real big play of this game. So with 11:06 left to go in the fourth quarter, Elwood City 14, Hopewell 13. That scoring play for Hopewell Vikings was scoring drive was 46 yards. Coming back for the Vikings kickoff. We see Joe Abels back out there. Good to see Joe back out there. Looking over on the Elwood City sidelines. Might have some cramping going on. Got some kids getting stretched, but they're back up, getting ready to go. Samantha with the run up. Taken by number 1, Brady Welsh. Got a hole met there by number 24. Brian Ware with the tackle. Kick return came back to the 33-yard line. 18-yard return there for Welsh. Good to see Abels back out there in the game. He's our starting center on the offensive line. O'Brien giving directions there in the huddle. 14-13, just at 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Nice long scoring drive here by Wolverines would just be perfect. Fumble to snap. Luckily O'Brien able to fall on top of that ball. Loss on the play, but more importantly, they kept the ball. O'Brien just appeared to want to pull out of that pocket a little faster than what he needed to. Lucky they kept possession of that ball. Brings up a 2nd and 11, loss of 1 on that play for the Wolverines. O'Brien back in shotgun formation this time. 2 wideouts to his right, 1 wideout to his left. Hand off to Petrelli over the right side. He's got some running room. Breaks through 1 tackle, another. He's still rolling. We got a flag on the play, but he's going down to the 45-yard line. But better hold the phone because we got to see what this penalty flag was thrown on this near side of the field. Pick up of 18 on the play. Let's see what the penalty was. Appears to be coming back against Elwood City. That was a holding on offense, a 10-yard penalty. Once again, penalties. We saw it last week. We're seeing it again this week for the Wolverines. They don't get a lot of them, but when they do, it just hurts. I don't know where that hold was at, but that's going to bring up 2nd and 20 from their own 22-yard line. O'Brien back in the shotgun, 3 wideouts to his left, 2 to his right. Man in motion, Storm Chambers. O'Brien with the run. He's got a few blocks up there. Tries to get to the outside. Really nothing there. Nothing there. Didn't get the blocking on this left side that he needed. I'm going to really give him no gain on the play. Bring up a 3rd down and 20. 3rd down and 21 from the Elwood City 21-yard line. O'Brien back in the huddle. O'Brien in the shotgun. Storm Chambers to his right. 3 wideouts to the right. Johnny Jefferson here to the left. Quick pass out to Bodeye. We're going to have a penalty on this play. Bodeye taking a run, but I'm afraid this play may be coming back. There was movement on the right side of the Elwood City Wolverine line. This just goes to show how penalties can just be drive killers. We're awaiting the call from the referee. Going to push Elwood City back even further.
What's that called?
An illegal shift by the Wolverines. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 26 from the Elwood City 16-yard line. I beg your pardon, that's on the 15-yard line. So 3rd and 26. We'll see what they have in the playbook for these plays. Just some positive yardage so you're not punting from your end zone would be good. O'Brien under shotgun. Gets the snap. Goes back. Has some time to pass. He's going deep. Oh, man. Threw the ball to nowhere. Interception by number 12, Tyler Sabo. What a game this young man is having. Got the interception, returned it 15 yards. I really don't know what happened on that play. O'Brien just threw the ball up, but I stopped on the run play. But even if he wouldn't have stopped, he wouldn't have been close. Sabo out there playing center field, just waited for the ball to come to him. 1st and 10. The Vikings from their 37-yard line. 9:13 left to go here in this 4th quarter. Elwood City defense has to step up here now. Under center, number 22. He's got running room down the right side. Number 22, Deshaun Sanders. Doing a little bit Le'Veon Bell-like there. Just stopped, waited for the hole to happen, waiting for the defense to over-pursue, and cut it up and danced up that sidelines. Pick up of 16 on the play. Giving Hopewell the ball. 1st and 10 from the Wolverine 20-yard line. Colvin under center. I formation. He hands it off. Hit in the backfield, but driving forward. Donovan Chambers dove there in the backfield, but Deshaun Sanders able to step out of that tackle, get some positive yardage. We're going to give him a pickup of 3 on the play. That brings up a 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 17-yard line. Colvin back under center. Awaits the snap. Gets the ball again. Taken by number 22. Dances to the left. Not much running room there. Met nicely in the hole by number 24, Rocco Sesti. And number 8, Ricky Petrelli, coming up from the bottom of the pile. We're going to give Colton Cunningham some credit on that too. Stopped him nicely, bringing up a 3rd down and 5. From the 15-yard line. Elwood City defense, we're not sure. I'm just not sure how good the Hopewell kickers are. Field goal would give them the lead, but we got to get them to have to do that first. 3rd and 5. Saunders back to pass, rolls out to his right. That pass falls incomplete. Out of the outreached arms of number 80, Charles Price. Here's the kicking team is coming on. Remember back here not too long ago, Elwood City was able to block that extra point attempt. Number 10, Samantha Highsong, in for the kick. Straight on kicker with the hold, Alex Obabo. A 37-yard field goal. Awaits the snap. Kick is up. Kick is down. That kick was deflected again. It was tipped by Luca Bodai. Hello, Luca. Great play. Big time play. Blocked the kick. The kick looked like, left the toe. Looked like it was right on line. But Bodai stepping in front again, getting his hands on that play. Great play by Bodai. That's 2 blocks for Luca tonight. Elwood City taking over from the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. We got 7:37 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Taking over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Joe Abel, center, back in the game. Out, over top of the ball. Snaps. Oh, no, we got a fumble on the play. Oh, no. That's not what we wanted to see. We got a fumbled exchange. The ball squirts out of the pile. Elwood City in there fighting for it. Yeah. I'm not sure who recovered that fumble. But what we do was Hopewell, number 22, recovered that. Deshaun Sanders, one of the stars on their offense, came up big here on defense. Appeared when O'Brien got the ball. Some miscommunication, some bumbling around there with the running backs, and the ball never got to him. Ball squirted out, jumped on by Sanders. Hopewell, 1st and 10 from their 19-yard line. Sanders pushing the ball forward. Going to give him forward progress down to the 17-yard line. Yeah. A lot of chirping on this field going on right now. A lot of pushing after whistles, pushing bodies over piles. This game was physical, but it's getting a whole lot more physical now. 2nd and 4 from the 16-yard line. Hopewell taking the ball. Colvin under center. Takes the snap. Handoff. Number 22 just missed by Donovan Chambers. Luca Bodai coming up, taking over to play. Great play. Pursuit by Bodai coming up from that cornerback position. Slowed the guy down in the arm tackle. And then met up nicely to take him down for a loss. We got a loss on that play. Brings up a 3rd down and 6 from the 15-yard line. Elwood City defense really needing to step up here. Got Johnny Jefferson, Joe Abels, Dominic Spadafora, Storm Chambers leading that front 4. Got Colton Cunningham in the linebacker position. We got a stoppage in play. That's timeout. Hopewell. That's their 2nd of the half. They have 1 remaining. Got some stats for you here. To this point, with 6 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter, 1st downs. Elwood City 6, Hopewell 5. Rushing. Elwood has rushed the ball for 30 times for 52 yards. Hopewell 29 times for 76 yards. Passing yards. 122 for Elwood City. 93 for Hopewell. Passes complete. 6 for 11. We'll get those breakdowns for you from what Reisinger and O'Brien have done here at the end of the game. 6 for 11, unfortunately, with 2 interceptions. Hopewell, Calvin is 5 for 10 with 1 interception. Total offense. Elwood City 41 plays for 174 yards. Hopewell 39 plays for 169 yards. So okay. So we come up after the Hopewell timeout, 3rd and 6 from the 15-yard line. Colvin back to pass in the 3rd and 6. He's going deep down in the end zone. Overthrew his target. Number 9, his target, Michael Kovacic, covered there by Andrew O'Brien. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. Decision time for the Hopewell Vikings. Yeah. That's a 4th and 6. We're going to be trying a field goal of 32 yards. Samantha Hysong out to attempt the kick. We got a penalty on the play. Not really sure what. Oh, they're waving off that flag. That's Hopewell with a timeout. So Hopewell Vikings. Didn't he just come back from a timeout?
Yeah.
Called a timeout, came out, set up the field goal formation. Something there they didn't like. Called another timeout. So Hopewell, with 5:56 left to go in the 4th quarter, is out of timeouts. Once again, the score, Elwood City 14, Hopewell 13. Coach Hand has to be impressed with the intensity that these Elwood City Wolverines have come out in this second half. We're going to try this again, lining up for the field goal. Samantha Hysong on for the 32-yard field goal attempt. Some confusion on the line by the Hopewell Vikings. They seem to have it settled. Probably looking to block Bodeye this time. That kick is up, and that kick is good. That kick is good from 32 yards. She had a few more yards set in her. Wow. With 5:52 left to go, the Hopewell Vikings take the lead 16-14. Samantha Hysong coming on to nail that 32-yard field goal. Elwood City, 2 timeouts left. Going to be getting the ball with 5:52 left to go in the game. Turnovers, boy, they just become so key in any game. That fumble there that gave the Vikings very short field position. The Wolverine defense held them nicely, but not push them back enough or force a turnover. Gave them enough room for that field goal. Don't forget to check out the ecwolverines.com website throughout the week. Thursday night, the W Zone. Our producer, Bradley Windhorst, talking about this game and the upcoming game, Beaver Falls Tigers. Here we are with the kick. Taken by Bodeye. About the 20-yard line. Got a little bit of a hole. Oh, he tried that spin move, and he got decked by number 1, Javon Lewis. But a nice return. Got to give him a return of about 20 yards on that play. Hit hard by was Luca. Elwood City taking over with 1st and 10. Ball on their 36-yard line. Plenty of time here left to go for the Wolverines. 5:46. They also have 2 timeouts in their pocket. O'Brien in the shotgun. Abel's under center. Motion man gets the ball. Donovan Chambers makes a nifty cut upfield. Pickup of 3 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. The Wolverines have tried that play several times tonight, but this time Donovan was able to cut it upfield a little quicker than trying to go out to the right quite as far to gain some positive yardage. That brings up a 2nd down and 7. Ball on the Wolverine 39-yard line. Abel's over the ball. Storm Chambers to the right of O'Brien. Ricky Petrelli to his left. Hand off to Petrelli. He got a little bit of a hole, but a nice arm tackle there. Up high. Brought down by number 34, Garrett Nickel. Mentioned his name several times tonight. Pretty good player. Pickup of 3 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 3. Big play here. Elwood City really needs a first down. Keep this drive going. O'Brien in the shotgun. Petrelli out to his right. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 wideouts to the left. We have a stoppage in play. There's a flag. Didn't see what happened there. We'll check it on the replay. Waiting to see. Lined up off sides. I'm thinking that's what it is. Was that what the call? We'll wait the call. Is that offsides? It appeared that one of the wide receivers lined up offsides on that play, costing the Wolverines 5 yards. That brings up a 3rd and 9. Ball on the 42-yard line. Really need the line to step up here. A little bit of confusion right now. Brady Welch coming down here to the left, our near side. O'Brien in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. Got a little bit of time. Quick throw out. Oh, they were not on the same page on that play. O'Brien, the side slinger, throws the ball out there. Petrelli coming in, just threw the ball behind him. Somebody was to slant and somebody wanted to curl. That brings up a 4th down and 9. Decision time here for Coach Hand. 3:58 left to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. Really one of these plays. Elwood City's going to talk about it. We've got a timeout on the field with 3:58 left to go in the 4th quarter. Hopewell 16. The visiting Elwood City Wolverines 14. There's a final in. Riverside 35, Laurel 0. We're going to update you with scores as we get them coming in. Our producer, Bradley Windhorst, of the show this evening, doing double duty, doing stats, as well as checking the Twitter and Facebook pages along the way.
33 Northgate 0 final.
Who was that? Union 33, Northgate 0. That is a final. Aliquippa has 22, Beaver 7. We are in the 4th quarter in that game. We're glad you tuned in this evening. Bradley Windhorst, the producer. You can check his website out, ecwolverines.com, all week. Have highlights of this game, commentating throughout the week. Many links on that website to many of the other teams here in the Beaver Valley Conference. Coming back out of this timeout, 15 seconds to go on the play clock. 4th and 9. This could be the game right here. 4th and 9, O'Brien in the backfield. 3 wideouts to his left, 2 to his right. He's got some time to pass. He surveys the field. He's got, he's got number 8, Ricky Petrelli with the catch. That's enough for an Elwood City first down. Big time play.
2 people open, number 5.
Had really 2 people open on that play, and O'Brien found number 8. Pursuit was fast, but he was open enough to catch that ball. Got enough for the Elwood City first down. Wow. Pickup of 19 on the play. Ball on Hopewell at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, 3:36 here. O'Brien in the backfield. Three wide receivers on that play. The block. Ricky got a hole. He's got a little bit of a seam. Nice run. Patience there. We don't always see that from Rick, but patience there as he waited for the hole to develop, as he had the two running backs in the backfield to block for him. Nice pickup on the play. We're going to call it a pickup of 9. That brings up a 2nd and 1. 3 minutes to go here. Elwood City, 1 timeout in their pocket. Ball on the 40-yard line. Getting some movement here by the Wolverines. 40 yards to go. Down by 2. Oh, fumble. Oh, no. That ball was low snap. Hit O'Brien's feet. Went right back up to the lineman for the Hopewell Vikings. Recovered. Wow. That one hurt. 2:49 left to go in the game. 16 Hopewell, 14 Elwood City. Wow, turnovers. Not to be a broken record, folks, but they're drive killers, and I hope we don't find out that they're game killers. Where'd my Calvin under center. Given the number 22. Number 8, Petrelli back up there. Hitting number 22, Deshaun Sanders. Loss on the play. Loss of 5. Good pursuit there by the Wolverines. 2:28 in a rolling clock. We're at 2nd and 14 from the Hopewell Vikings 36-yard line. Elwood City defense needs a big play here. Hopewell just letting that play clock get down. We're at 8 on the play clock. Handoff. Sanders picks his way through. Not much gain on that play, but positive yardage nonetheless. Pickup of 3. We're going to give him 2 on that play. Bring up a 3rd down and 12. Ball on the Vikings 37-yard line. 3rd down play here. Minute 35 on this rolling clock. The Vikings in no hurry at all. Letting this clock run down. A little confusion on the sidelines for Hopewell, waiting for someone to come into play. 2nd and 12. 8 to go on the play clock. Minute 14 left in the game. Elwood City defense. Direct snap to number 12, Tyler Sabo. Runs to the left. Picking up 3-4 on the play. Bringing up a 4th down and 8. We have a timeout by Elwood City. Yes, Elwood City with a minute 3 left to go in the game. With a 4th and 8, Vikings ball have called timeout. Boy, tough break there for O'Brien in that center. Ball coming back, ball mishandled. Kicked around by the running back's feet, giving Vikings the ball. We're winning the timeout. Folks, don't forget to check us out next week as Elwood City will be home hosting the Beaver Falls Tigers. 7 o'clock kickoff. If you can't make it to the game, please, love to have you hang out with us here online with the live feed, ecwolverines.com. Coming out now to punt is the Vikings. Back to receive, number 1, the up man, Brady Welsh. Number 8, I believe, Ricky Petrelli, back deep. High snap, flag on the play. Taken by Petrelli. Immediately tackled there by number 53, Isaac Christian. But let's see what the flag on the field is. We do have a final to report. Apollo Ridge 27, returning state champions, Beaver Falls 19. Waiting to see the flag. Have we seen yet what that is? Illegal formation, but Elwood City has declined the penalty, taking the field position at the 38-yard line. So here's the situation. Elwood City down 16-14, 56 seconds left to go in the game. Elwood City out of timeouts, but we know O'Brien can throw the ball that far. He had a 60-yard pass play for a touchdown earlier in the game. We got 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. O'Brien back to pass. Quick pass to number 8, Ricky Petrelli. He jukes out of one man, gets a first down, positive yardage. That's up to the 12-yard line. That offensive line needs to get up there to the play. 47 seconds left. Stop until they set the ball. High school rules, they got to stop the play on every first down until they set the ball. Back going. O'Brien under center. He spikes the ball. Spikes the ball, wants to reset that offense. He runs to the sidelines to get the next play. 2nd and 10. Ball on the Hopewell 49-yard line. 43 seconds left to go. You notice how they haven't started the play clock yet? Incomplete pass. But they're not setting to that. Incomplete pass, stop the clock. O'Brien in the shotgun. Hopewell making some noise cheering on their defense. O'Brien takes the handoff. Quick pass out to Petrelli. Heavy pursuit there by Hopewell. Got to get the ball downfield. We got 33 seconds left to go in the game and a 3rd down. Got to move a little quicker here, guys.
Come on, ref.
25 seconds. 24, 3rd and 6. O'Brien spikes the ball on that play. On the last play, basically a lateral pass, forward lateral pass to Petrelli. Not much room for gain on that play. So 21 seconds left to go in the game. It's a 4th and 6. Elwood City out of timeouts. Ball on the 45-yard line. O'Brien coming back on the field. Got to give that boy some time to throw the ball. Let them receivers get downfield. We can't get a first down. 45-yard line. 4th and 6. Crowd getting into it. O'Brien back to pass. That ball is caught, and the pass. He is stopped by number 21, Jacob McGovern. The pass was out to Donovan Chambers, short of the first down marker. Needed to get downfield. He got 4 yards on the catch. He needed 6. Tackled immediately by Jacob McGovern. Nice defensive play there by that young man. That gives us 15 seconds left in the game. Ball over on downs. Hopewell Vikings. Just need to hike this ball. Heartbreaking loss here for the Elwood City Wolverines. And that's the final play of the game. Kneeling on the ball. Elwood City. Let one get away tonight. Our final from Hopewell Township, where the Hopewell Vikings have defeated the Elwood City Wolverines 16-14. Tough game, hard-fought game by both teams. Unfortunately, the Wolverines find themselves on the short end. We're going to take a commercial break. Hey, stay right there with us, folks. We'll have the game stats and everything for you at the end of the game. Welcome back to our post-game wrap-up show. Tonight, a heartbreaker for Elwood City, losing to Hopewell Vikings 16-14. Going to run over some of the scoring drives here for you this evening. In the first quarter with 5:10 left to go, number 12's Tyler Sabo on a 64-yard punt return. Point after attempt by number 6 Joshua Prager was good. And outside of that, there was really nothing else going on in the first quarter. Very little offense. Only scoring was that 64-yard punt return. Now fast forward to the third quarter, where number 9, Luca Baudai, caught an Andrew O'Brien pass for 65 yards for the touchdown with 5:39 left to go in the third quarter. Andrew O'Brien in the game starting that third quarter after Shane Reisinger was hurt at the end of the second quarter. Also in the third quarter, number 5, Donovan Chambers, had an 8-yard TD run. I beg your pardon. 8-yard TD reception from Andrew O'Brien. That was 8 yards. Interesting turn of events. Elwood City decided to go for 2. They failed at the attempt. However, there was a late hit on Andrew O'Brien, which gave Elwood City another chance from the 1.5-yard line. Ensuing play, Rick Petrelli went over the left side, falling forward for the Elwood City 2-point conversion. At that point, the score, Elwood City 14, Hopewell 7. Then in the fourth quarter, with 11:06 remaining, there was a 41-yard TD pass from Mason Colvin to Michael Kovacic. Kovacic got behind the Elwood City defense and found his way to the end zone. The point after kick was blocked. Later in that fourth quarter, it's important to mention, it changed the dynamic of the game some. With that point after kick being blocked, Hopewell decided to go for a 32-yard field goal. And that field goal was blocked. Therefore, at that point in the game was scored 14-13. And then, to round out the scoring for the evening, with 5:52 left in the fourth quarter, Samantha Highsong nailed the 32-yard field goal. Therefore, our final was Hopewell 16, Elwood City 14. Some quick game stats for you, and you can see all of these on EC Wolverines throughout the week. First downs, Elwood City had 8, 4 by the way of rushing, 3 pass, and 1 penalty. Hopewell with only 5 first downs the whole evening, 3 by rush and 2 by pass. Rushing gained. Elwood City ran for 121 yards to Hopewell's 100. This is an important stat. Yards lost rushing. Elwood City lost 54 total yards in this game to Hopewell's 19. The total net yards rushing for Elwood City, 67, and Hopewell 81. In the passing game, Elwood City won that category with 157 yards total passing to Hopewell's 93. Elwood City for the night went 10 for 18, and Hopewell was 5 for 11. Unfortunately, Elwood City had 2 interceptions to Hopewell's 1. So total yards for the evening, Elwood City had 224, Hopewell 174. In the game, Elwood City had 4 fumbles and 2 were lost. And them 2 were very, very costly. Hopewell had 1 fumble and it was a turnover. Punting tonight, let me go up to penalties. Penalties, Elwood City had 7 penalties for 39 yards. However, if you go back and watch this game, the timing of them penalties was very painful for the Elwood City offense. Hopewell had 4 total penalties in the game for 36 yards. Elwood City punted twice for an average of 36 yards. Hopewell punted 6 times for an average of 24 yards. Third down conversions. Elwood City was just 1 of 10 tonight on third down conversions. And I will point out that a lot of them third down conversions were of the 6 yards or greater category. The Hopewell Vikings did not fare much better on third downs. They were 2 of 13. Fourth down conversions. Elwood City went for fourth down 6 times in this game and only converted once. Okay. Rushing tonight, there was a total of 34 rushings for Elwood City. Ricky Petrelli taking a workload of that with 15 of them. He gained 74 yards, only lost 7 yards for 67 yards on the evening. His long was 20 yards and his average of 4.5 yards per carry. Andrew O'Brien had 6 rushes for 16 yards. 14 was his long. Storm Chambers had 2 for 9. Luca Bodai 1 for 4 yards. Donovan Chambers 3 for 3. Shane Reisinger, before he left the game via injury, had 7 rushes, gained 15, but lost 17, and a lot of those lost yards would be considered in the sack category. Andrew O'Brien finished the night 7 for 10 with 1 interception, a total of 117 yards, 2 touchdown passes, with that long pass play to Luca Bodai for 65 yards. Receiving, Luca Bodai with a big night, over 100 yards, 65 of them coming on his touchdown catch. He had 5 receptions for 114 yards, followed by Rick Petrelli, who had a nice 3 catches for 31 yards, and Donovan Chambers 2 for 12 yards. Punting, Rick Petrelli had 72 punts for 73 yards. Do you want to do Hopewell stuff too, or no?
Just
The highlights?
Just the main guy.
Okay. Hopewell quickly. Deshaun Sanders had 25 rushes of their 35 for a total of 66 yards, lost 16, total of 55 yards. So Elwood City did a good job holding their number 1 rusher to an average 2 yards per carry. Passing, Mason Colvin attempted 4 passes for 10 yards, 1 interception, but a total of 91 yards on them 4 completions with a long of 41. Receiving, Michael Kovacic had 1 reception for 41 yards. Leading tacklers for the Wolverines tonight. What's IT?
Just do unassisted and assisted.
Ricky Petrelli led the team with 9 tackles. Well, tied with Colton Cunningham with 9 tackles apiece. Donovan Chambers from his defensive end or linebacker position had 6. Luca Bodai with 5. Rocco Sesti with 5. Storm Chambers with 5. That is a quick recap of tonight's game. I hope that you check in to the ecwolverines.com website throughout the week. Don't forget Thursday night, probably around 9 o'clock, you can catch the W Zone. Get our producer Bradley Windhorst predictions, and maybe we should have a report card for Mr. Windhorst here after tonight's game to see just how he did do. And check us out next week, where we'll be going live from Helling Stadium, where the Elwood City Wolverines will be playing host to the Beaver Valley Tigers. That is cheer night. It'll be a great crowd on hand. Let's hope for some nice weather and go from there. So once again tonight, we want to thank our producer, Bradley Windhorst, our cameraman, Blaine Sturgeon, and I'm your announcer for this evening, Thad Sturgeon. Thank you. We'll see you next Friday night, 7 o'clock. Good night.